All right. Reviewing last week, we had a good week of preparation. Everyone's healthy, and we were able to come out and play some really good ball. A little different. We played 2 matches on Friday, which isn't something we usually do because of classes and stuff, but because of our teams traveling from the East and West Coast, we needed to do that. We opened with a really solid match against Riverside. And then in the evening played Idaho State, which I think is a really good team. I think they'll be right there to be in the NCAA tournament at the end of the year. But they were big and strong and returned all their players from a last year's team that won 25 games. And we knew that was going to be a big match for us. And we played our best match of the year and swept them in 3 and really had great control of the match, played fast and exciting ball. And I think that's the best ball we've played in a long time. Saturday we came back against Georgia Tech, and Georgia Tech wasn't quite as good of a volleyball team, but really athletic, and so they posed problems at the net. I think our biggest problem was we won the first game too easy, and then kind of had to gut out the win after that. I think we won the first game 25-17, and then had it flip-flopped on us, and then we just kind of had to gut it out. We weren't playing our best ball, but it's a good win against a team from the ACC that's been very successful. So overall, it was a great weekend. As Frank said, Chantelle Riddle continued her successful ways. She's already leading the conference in kills and points, I believe, and going right back to where she finished last year on the top of the conference. Michaela Lovato had a great weekend for us. She made some amazing saves and just really led the defensive attack for us. And then Hannah Johnson, I think Friday night against Idaho State was her best match as a Lobo so far. And she started in the front row last year, but this year she's playing all the way around. And it was a really nice match for her in terms of running the show, quarterbacking the team, and just running a really fast offense. So it was fun. This week we have a match Friday night against Towson, which is a team that's always at the top of their conference, another team that will contend for postseason at the end of the year, and a good match for us to have at home for RPI reasons and things like that if we can get the win. Saturday we play Abilene Christian at 1, and then Saturday night we play Northern Arizona at 7:30. NAU is another team that won 25 games last year. I think they're one of the best non-BCS teams right now for small schools. They're really good. They're playing really tough ball, and that's going to be a really good match on Saturday night. Other than that, everybody's healthy, working hard and doing good things, and we're excited for this weekend and getting to play at home again. And then next week we start the conference. So with the new conference format, we have 20 conference matches, so this is pretty much it for us outside of conference and our New Mexico State match later on. Any questions? Yes, sir.
Well, I've noticed that I went to a lot of the games. Well, I went to all the games, actually, and it seemed like you were really using the freshmen a lot, and I was just worried that what's going to happen once they hit that 15th match where they don't do it in high school or something, and because you love these freshmen, I noticed. You're not afraid to play them at all?
No, I'm not. All 6 of them have played already. All 6 of them have played at least 2 matches already. 4 of them have played in every match. I think they're kids that have played so much ball that it's not a big deal, and we're platooning them a little bit so they won't get that. Freshmen don't always know how to. I think what you're driving at is they don't always know how to manage a season, and they go all out early on, and then they kind of die out on you. And we're kind of platooning them. Devin Sowers and Cassie House split time in our L1 position this weekend. Maddie Mayfield played about 2/3 of the time in a defensive role. The one kid that's playing all the time is Warren. We did sub her out for 1 game this weekend, but her skills are too good. We need her on the court, and we're going to have to do everything we can to help her manage that. But they're a great freshman class, and they're putting up great numbers for us already. Anything else?
Not having
Well, if it were a situation where the conference wasn't as good, I'd be concerned about it. But the conference is so loaded this year that, I really anticipate probably all but 2 teams being in the top 100 in the RPI this year. And so, I think it's a year where 3 or 4 teams might get in postseason from our conference. And we're actually ahead of the Big East, but with the other BCS conferences, there's no non-BCS conference in front of us in terms of power rankings or anything. So I think we're in a good place. I'd like to be able to play a few more non-conference or have that 4th tournament weekend like we had in the past, but the only way we're going to have that is if there's more teams added at some point, because then we would split to a east-west or whatever, north-south. But right now, with the way we are, we're going to play 20 conference matches, which in our sport leaves us only 8 open dates, and the tournaments pretty much eat those up. So.
Well in your tournament this past weekend. How are you? Do you feel like you guys are playing above your expectations, or are you right about where you thought?
Well, first of all, am I getting old, or are you talking lower, or are you trying to make me feel like I'm getting old? Can you say that again? I apologize, but
I said, are you guys playing about at what your expectations are, or have they exceeded your expectations?
We've been above and below. I would say on Friday we were above. We played just great ball. We were all over the ball. Nothing dropped. We were in system all the time. Things just really flowed. Saturday we played a Georgia Tech team that plays a high, slow, physical game. And I think our immaturity came through a little bit. We let them slow down our game. Kind of got pulled into that slower thing, and we can't do that. But the good thing is we still won, and I think in the end we're able to pull it out with some good play. But the style we're playing right now, we need to stay in that style so we control other teams, because when we get pulled out of it, it's a different ball game.
How's the approach different from these invitational tournaments as compared to when you guys get in conference play?
Well, first of all, in these tournaments, you don't have nearly the preparation time. You've got to focus on the first team you play and then kind of get the other ones done quickly. We'll spend time on Wednesday and Thursday with Towson, but then Friday night we'll pass out a game plan for Saturday morning, and after that match we'll pass out a scouting report for Saturday night. You don't have the preparation time. You just got to really rely a lot more on your training, your skills, and what you fall back on. But when you get in conference, you've got the whole week to prepare for your Thursday night match. Then we have a day off to prepare for the next one. And there's a lot more preparation, a lot more knowledge of your opponent and the things you need to do when you get into that regular schedule like that.
You'd mentioned that Chantelle's picked up where she left off last year. Has her game improved from last year? And what have you seen? How far can she go?
Well, she's such a good athlete. I think that's up to her. I've been really pushing her to work harder and take bigger leadership roles. She's doing more for us this year in that she's always played all the way around, but now she's passing in a couple rotations. We used to, in the back row, isolate her so she could just hit out of back row too. Now she's passing. Her hitting percentage is significantly higher already. She's making less errors. She's taking on a bigger role. The difference is there's more offense from the other kids this year, so she has a lot more freedom to do things. She's running a lot quicker balls. If you've been at the games, she runs a lot of really quick balls behind Hannah. Her blocking is always solid. So last year, she was the top opposite player in the country in blocking. So, she's kind of got it all, but the thing she has to do to keep improving is push herself, because she is such a really phenomenal athlete. It's as good as players as we can get. She's still just a better athlete, and she's going to have to push herself to continue to get better. Good?
I have one more question.
Okay.
Well, Johnson's just playing so unbelievable this year. I just wondered, is Brooklyn going to, she's only a freshman, but Johnson's only a sophomore. How's that going to work?
Well, there's a lot to see in that. I've gotten Lisa in a few times to play some back row, given Chantelle breaks, and I'm going to continue to do that so she gets some court time this year. But she's a great athlete, and I think she was out the first 3 weeks because she got the altitude sickness so bad that we didn't have her for 3 weeks. So she's just starting to get in a groove, and I think they'll really push each other well. And if it looks like she's not, maybe we'll redshirt her so we get 2 years between them, because they're both really good athletes. They're really fast, and they deliver the ball well. All right, thanks. Have a good week.